Good morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Republic, and viewers, you're watching today's segment of Quick Morning, where we delve into the latest news and updates from around the world and across the country to set the tone for your day. From tracking the rifts in the India alliance to diplomatic meets that shape India's geopolitics. Stay tuned as Republic TV gets you more. On Friday, West Bengal Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress Chief Mamata Banerjee expressed concerns over the India alliance's performance in recent assembly elections and by polls and said that she is ready to lead the alliance. Mamata Banerjee has claimed she is the mastermind behind the formation of the India alliance. The Trinamool Congress stated that the Mamata model has been successful in defeating the BJP. Her statement reportedly came days after TMC's Kirti Azad called for giving her the throne to India alliance. In a statement, Azad had said that Banerjee was a better face to lead the opposition alliance.
हरियाणा का जो देखा रिजल्ट आया, महाराष्ट्र का जो रिजल्ट आया है, झारखंड का भी जो रिजल्ट आया, इसमें क्या कांग्रेस नहीं है? कांग्रेस ही नहीं है इसमें। कांग्रेस पूरा गायब हो गया, वैनिश हो रहा है ऐसा ऐसा करके। ये लोगों को लगा था कि कांग्रेस बहुत बढ़िया होगा, तो कांग्रेस तृणमूल एक साथ हुआ था। लेकिन अभी अगर आप राजनीतिक दिख से आप देखेंगे तो कांग्रेस का कोई अस्तित्व अभी कम हो रहा है। इसलिए ममता बनर्जी चाहते हैं कि हम प्रधानमंत्री का फेस बन जाए, हम उसका लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन जैसा होता है हम हो जाए, इसलिए कांग्रेस के साथ थोड़ा चल रहा है।
Punjab Farmer leader Sarwan Singh Pandher said on Saturday that they have not received any message from the centre over talks to address their issues, and he also said in a group of 101 farmers that they will again begin their march to Delhi today. On Friday, protesting farmers suspended their foot march to the national capital for the day after some of them suffered injuries due to tear gas shelling fired by the security personnel who stopped them at the Punjab Haryana border. The farmers have been pressing for various demands, including a legal guarantee for minimum support price.
गुस्से को रिलीफ करने के लिए झूठी बूटी बात पे एमएसपी पे फसल खरीद एमएसपी देंगे। एमएसपी निश्चित करने की हमारी मांग नहीं है, पर एमएसपी का अकेला ऐलान करते हो। आप एमएसपी के ऊपर मंडी में फसलों की खरीद नहीं करते हो, वो खरीद कराने का हमारा मुद्दा है। देश को गुमराह शिवराज चौहान जी को नहीं करना चाहिए।
In line with Act East policy, India on Saturday sent a consignment of 2,200 metric tons rice to Myanmar. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal said that India was committed to provide humanitarian assistance to Myanmar. Myanmar is currently grappling with the world's deadliest landmine casualties, with a staggering number of over 1,000 civilian casualties recorded in 2023 alone, surpassing all other nations. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Saturday responded to the United States President-elect Donald Trump's warning of imposing 100% tariffs on BRICS nations, saying that India has no interest in the weakening of the US dollar. The Doha Forum on Saturday, at the Doha Forum, Jaishankar spoke about the India's relationship with the first Trump administration. He referred to the revival of the Quad during Trump's presidency as an important step in strengthening regional cooperation. The External Affairs Minister also said that the strong personal relationship between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President-elect Trump has helped strengthen the ties between India and the United States. The AIMIM has strongly criticized the Mahavikas Aghadi alliance, particularly Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, following controversial remarks made by Shiv Sena leader Milind Narvekar. In his tweet, Narvekar lauded those involved in the 1992 Babri Masjid demolition, which led to widespread communal violence across India. His remarks have triggered a political firestorm with accusations that the MVA alliance, the AIMIM, led by Asauddin Owaisi, condemned the comments accusing Uddhav Thackeray's party of betraying the Muslims who voted in large numbers for the MVA during the Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha elections. The party questioned why Congress, Samajwadi Party and the NCP have remained silent on the issue, further intensifying the allegations of Muslim betrayal within the alliance.
6 दिसंबर 1992 के दिन हमारी बाबरी मस्जिद को शहीद कर दिया गया था, जिसको हम डेमोक्रेसी का काला दिन बोलते हैं। शिवसेना उबट आके जो एमएलसी है मिलिंद नरवेकर, उन्होंने एक ट्वीट किया है और एक फोटो लगाया बाबरी का, और उन्होंने ये कहा है कि हमको गर्व है उन पर जिन्होंने बाबरी को गिरा दिया। अब मेरा सवाल ये है शिवसेना उद्धव ठाकरे से, विधानसभा के वक्त भर भर के वोट दिया है मुसलमानों ने इनको, वोट लेकर जीते, इक्तदार की कुर्सी पर आकर अब बैठ गए। अब क्या ये मुसलमानों के साथ धोखा नहीं है?
The BJP has strongly condemned the TMC for nominating Rita Banerjee as their candidate for the Rajya Sabha, despite allegations of exploiting women under false promises of marriage. The BJP has accused the TMC of prioritizing partisan interests over women's safety and dignity. The BJP has slammed the TMC for its hypocrisy, saying that the party's nomination of Rita Banerjee is a clear indication of its disregard for women's safety and dignity. The party has demanded that the TMC withdraw its nomination and take concrete steps to ensure that individuals with allegations of misconduct are held accountable. The Indore crime branch has achieved a major success in a digital fraud case involving a madrasa in Satara district. 2 masterminds were arrested for operating a current amount in the name of Fala Dareen Madrasa Committee. This account was being used to transfer large sums of money, with the account holder receiving a 50% commission. The investigation revealed that the gang members posed as police officers, CBI officials, Telecom Regulation Authority of India and Customs Department, as they sent fake documents and threatened victims with police cases to extort money online. The police have frozen 42 bank accounts linked to the gang with transactions worth crores of rupees. Asserting that national interest should guide all actions, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath on Saturday said that the country, if it's secure, then religion is safe. He stressed that Bharatiya and Sanatan have the power to unite everyone. CM Yogi Adityanath was speaking at the centenary celebrations of the establishment of Vihangam Yog Sant Samaj held at Swarved Mahamandir Dham. He further emphasized Prime Minister Narendra Modi's belief that all work should be done while prioritizing the country's interests and urged everyone to rise above individual, societal, sectarian and religious boundaries.
हमारा व्यक्तिगत कोई अस्तित्व नहीं, हमारा देश सुरक्षित है तो हमारा धर्म भी सुरक्षित है। हमारा देश सुरक्षित है, हमारा धर्म भी सुरक्षित है, हमारा धर्म सुरक्षित है, हम भी सुरक्षित हैं।
The Manipur government has extended the ban on mobile data services in 9 restricted districts till tomorrow. The decision was taken after reviewing the prevailing law and order situation in 9 districts and its correlation with internet services. Mobile internet and mobile data services will remain suspended till 5:15 p.m. tomorrow in public interest. Viewers, moving on, we're tracking the top business stories for the day. We bring you the latest updates on India's economic landscape, from fluctuations in GDP growth to significant developments in trade relations and foreign affairs. We will get you all the news on investments. Stay tuned as we delve into the key highlights shaping the business world today. UPI has not only revolutionized digital payments in India but has also played significant role in driving credit growth, particularly among undeserved groups. This has benefited fintech lenders who have expanded rapidly by catering to smaller, undeserved borrowers. As of October last year, UPI accounted 75% of all retail digital payments in the country. If we look closely, we can also see that UPI's integration into the financial system has greatly enhanced credit access for millions, especially among new-to-credit and subprime borrowers. A research tells us that 110% rise is seen in UPI transactions, which correlates with a 7% increase in credit access. This surge in credit can be attributed to the digital financial histories that UBI enables, allowing lenders to better assess borrowers. Indian government has introduced new rules for phone interception. This grants officials of higher ranks to issue interception orders in emergencies. This move aims to streamline and strengthen the process of phone surveillance while also introducing safeguards to protect privacy. As per the new laws, officers not below the rank of Inspector General of Police at the state level can now authorize phone interceptions during emergencies. However, these orders will need to be confirmed by the competent authority within 7 working days. Otherwise, intercepted messages will be deemed inadmissible and must be destroyed within 2 working days. In a major move, Uttarakhand government introduced a green cess for vehicles entering the state from other regions. This will now levy. The new levy will range from 20 to 80 rupees and will be implemented starting next month. The cess will be primarily collected through FASTag technology to ensure smooth and automated payment process for vehicle owners. Notably, CNG and EV vehicles and bikes will be exempted from the green cess. Additionally, 2-wheelers will not be subject to the charge, although 3-wheelers will be taxed 20 rupees. This green cess aims to address pollution concerns and promote eco-friendly practices in the state. India's chief economic advisor, Dr. V. Anantha Nageswaran, raised alarms over the sluggish pace of private consumption. He warned that the disparity between corporate profits and workers' income could undermine economic recovery. Speaking at an event, he called for a better balance between corporate profitability and workers' wage growth. He highlighted that while corporate profitability reached a 15-year peak in financial year 2024, much of these profits were used to reduce corporate debt rather than boost workers' pay. It seems like Indians can expect an affordable health insurance soon. Health insurance premiums see a notable reduction after the upcoming GST Council meeting, scheduled to take place on the 21st of December. The meeting aims to review the life and health insurance policies. If approved, the proposed changes could make health insurance more affordable for policyholders. Currently, health and life insurance policies attract an 18% GST. Moving on to our international segment, where we're tracking the ground pulse of some of the biggest global headlines. Today, we delve into significant developments from around the world, from diplomatic tensions in the Middle East to bilateral meetings shaping European relations. Stay tuned as we unravel the latest updates shaping the global landscape. For the first time since a devastating 2019 blaze, the towering Catholic Church reopened for worship. Its rebirth marked by song, prayer and awe beneath its soaring arches. Notre Dame's thunderous great organ was heard in public for the first time after 5 years at the cathedral's reopening ceremony on Saturday night. Paris Archbishop Laurent Ulrich knocked 3 times on its grand wooden doors, officially marking the cathedral's reopening. The evening's gala was graced by over 1,500 dignitaries, including President-elect Donald Trump, US First Lady Jill Biden, Britain's Prince William and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and many others.
Ouvre tes portes pour rassembler dans la joie.
Police used water cannon on protesters in Tel Aviv yesterday as thousands took to the streets for weekly anti-government protests. Thousands of Israelis turned out to demand an end to the war in Gaza and return of the hostages taken on the 7th of October 2023. These protests come as Hamas released a video of an abducted hostage, Matan, that showed him making an emotional plea for his release and describing the conditions that him and other hostages faced in Gaza. His mother has become a symbol of the suffrage and fight to bring back the hostages and also is an outspoken critic of Benjamin Netanyahu's government. US President-elect Donald Trump met with French President Emmanuel Macron on Saturday, during his visit to the French capital to attend the reopening of the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral. Trump was greeted by Macron at the Élysée Palace ahead of a ceremony set to celebrate the restoration of the cathedral. Macron's office said the two leaders were set to discuss global issues, including the wars in Middle East and Ukraine, as well as French-American bilateral relations. It is Trump's first foreign trip since winning November's election.
A great relationship, as everyone knows. We've accomplished a lot together, and the people of France are spectacular. I guess it's one of our largest groups in the United States, French people. And we respect them and we love them. Very talented people, extremely energetic people, as you know very well. Yeah. And it's an honor to be here. We had a good time together, and we had a lot of success, really great success working together on defense and offense too.
A South Korean legislative push to impeach President Yoon Suk-yeol over his short-lived imposition of the martial law fell through after most lawmakers from his conservative governing party boycotted the vote. The defeat of the motion is expected to intensify public protests calling for Yoon's ouster and deepen political chaos in South Korea, with a survey suggesting a majority of public support for President's impeachment. Impeaching Yoon required support from 2/3 of the National Assembly or 200 of its 300 members. The motion was scrapped without ballot counting because the number of votes did not reach 200. The opposition parties who brought the impeachment motion had only 192 seats. Residents in Oroville, California held a candlelight vigil on Friday following a school shooting in the tiny Northern California community earlier in the week. They attended the event days after police ascertained Glenn Litton used the ruse of pretending to enroll a fictitious grandson to gain entry to the Feather River School of Seventh-day Adventists in Oroville, the site of the unfortunate mishap. Litton used a handgun to shoot two kindergarten boys aged 5 and 6 who remained in critical condition. Moments after the incident, Litton shot himself a few yards away from the site. The motive behind his actions remains unclear.
As they were given their names and the names of their children to the deputies, we were there to try to help. We were praying with people, we were counseling with people, trying to help them through this trauma. You know, it's shock at first, but it's something that, I don't know, it's an automatic kick in for those that are in service like we are. You're worried about them, you want to care about them.
Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met his Turkish and Iranian counterparts Hakan Fidan and Abbas Agachi on the sidelines of the Doha Forum in Qatar. He said all three countries are now calling for an immediate end to hostile activities in Syria. Russia and Iran are the chief supporters of Syria's government, while Turkey backs opposition fighters trying to remove President Bashar Assad from power. Lavrov said Russia shall continue to help the Syrian army confronting the insurgents, including through airstrikes. Lavrov also held bilateral talks with the UN Special Envoy to Syria, Geir Otto, and Iraqi Foreign Minister Fuad Hussein to discuss the security situation in the Middle East. 3 scientists who discovered powerful techniques to decode and even design novel proteins were awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in Stockholm. The prize was awarded to David Baker, a biochemist at the University of Washington in Seattle, and to Demis Hassabis and John Jumper, computer scientists at Google DeepMind. Their work used advanced technologies, including artificial intelligence, to demonstrate the potential of transforming how new drugs and other materials are made. Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has lauded the transformative impact of Chinese President Xi Jinping's leadership, rapid development and poverty reduction. Oli arrived in Beijing on Monday night for a 4-day official visit to China at the invitation of Premier Li Qiang. Previously, in March 2016 and June 2018, he paid 2 official visits to China as the Prime Minister of Nepal. US envoy Hochstein, speaking at the Doha Forum on Saturday, hailed the recent ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah as a pivotal moment for Lebanon's recovery. He assessed the weakened position of Hezbollah following nearly 14 months of conflict and said the ceasefire offered Lebanon a unique opportunity to rebuild its economy, strengthen government institutions and reassert control over its territory.
Requires Lebanon to do its part, and the international community has a requirement and a responsibility to support Lebanon after this devastating conflict and after years of Hezbollah control and with the changes that are happening across the entire region. This just provides a great opportunity for Lebanon.
All right, viewers, it's time to dive into the world of sports with our segment dedicated to all the action-packed highlights and exciting matchups. Today, we bring you the latest updates from the world of cricket. Keep listening to All the Buzz right here on our sports segment. As many as 120 players comprising 91 Indians, 29 overseas and 3 players from the associate nations will go under the hammer for 19 slots during the Women's Premier League mini auction to be held here on the 15th of December. A total of 82 uncapped Indian players and 8 uncapped overseas players have registered themselves for the auction. India endured a brief injury scare when pace spearhead Jasprit Bumrah appeared to clutch his abductor muscle while bowling, but bowling coach Mohan Markel assured that it was just a cramp and the pacer is fine. Bumrah, who claimed an 8-wicket match haul in India's 295-run win in the series opener, showed signs of discomfort while bowling the 81st over of Australia's innings. India bowling coach Mohan Markel admitted that the team's bowlers struggled with execution and length during the ongoing second test against Australia, attributing it to their limited experience in pink ball cricket. India was struggling at 128 for 5 in their second innings, still trailing Australia by 29 runs at stumps on day 2 of the day-night test. Australia batter Travis Head said he was disappointed with his reaction for the on-field confrontation with India pacer Mohammad Siraj, but added that he would always stand up for himself as day 2 of pink ball test saw the hosts tighten their grip on the game. Siraj gave a fiery send-off to the Head, who struck his second test century against India and 8th overall. East Bengal FC registered their 3rd consecutive clean sheet as they blanked Chennaiyin FC 2-0 in an Indian Super League match. P.V. Vishnu and Jackson Singh were on the score sheet as East Bengal recorded their first victory away from home in the competition in this campaign. Team India's condition worsened on the second day of the pink ball test match against Australia at Adelaide. On the second day of the game, India lost 5 wickets at the score of 128 runs. India have lost the likes of Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Indian captain Rohit Sharma fell for 6 from 15 deliveries in the second innings in Adelaide, with his opposite number Pat Cummins clearing him up in the final session. This was Rohit's second score in single digits in the ongoing test. Rohit has now equalled a major unwanted record of captains with his twin failure in Adelaide. His single-digit dismissal in both the innings make it the 3rd test for Rohit, where he has been dismissed in single digits in both innings in a calendar year. India's batting had no answer to the pink ball on day 2 of the ongoing second test match against Australia in Adelaide. After being bowled out to 180 in the first innings, the travelling side lost 5 wickets on 128 for their second innings at the end of day 2's play. Pujara pointed out the Indian batters playing a bit late because of their inexperience with the pink ball and added that the management should have discussed the issue in the meetings. Tracking all the buzz, it's time to delve into the world of entertainment. Today we bring you highlights from the Red Sea Film Festival, this and more as we unravel all the latest updates from the world of entertainment this morning. The third day of the Red Sea International Film Festival brought more glamour to Jeddah's the historic Al Balad district on Saturday as celebrities and filmmakers gathered to celebrate cinema from around the world. Academy Award winner Brendan Fraser was among the stars on the red carpet ahead of taking part in a conversation. Egyptian producer Mohammed Hefsi, whose films at the film festival included Seeking Heaven for Mr. Rambo and Abdo and Sanea, reflected on the collaborative nature of filmmaking, describing it as both challenging and rewarding.
It's been amazing. I'm sad that I'm only here for 2 days. I do want to come back to experience more of the culture. I mean, I'm here for the film festival in Jeddah, but I heard from last night, I went to the Women in Cinema Gala dinner, that there's so many cultural places to go to experience here, so I would want to come back for sure.
Jessica Chastain was honored with the American Cinematic Hue Award on Friday night for her impressive body of work and used her moment to reflect on the early days of her journey of becoming an Oscar-winning actress. Arriving for the award ceremony in Beverly Hills, the Oscar winner explained why it means so much to her to be chosen by the non-profit organization dedicated to celebrating the cinema experience.
Well, first of all, I'm very surprised and honored by this esteemed organization to acknowledge the work that I've done. I'm quite moved by it. And second of all, I love the American Cinematheque. It's so important to the history of cinema, to the legacy of what has been made in the past, to protect it, to raise funds to make sure that, the theaters are always there.
Veteran producer Paul Maslansky, the renowned producer behind the classic Police Academy franchise, has died at 91. Paul died on Monday of natural causes at the hospital in California. Maslansky collaborated frequently with Oscar winner Adel Ladd Jr. Together they worked on The Russia House, Deathline, Damnation Alley. He also created 1974 feature Sugar Hill and was nominated for an Emmy Award for producing the 1978 NBC miniseries King, which follows the life of Dr. Martin Luther Jr. King. And with this, we call it a wrap on today's edition of Quick Morning. For more such updates, keep watching Republic Nation First.